Okay, folks, good morning. I don't know if anyone is listening to me because the video was stopped. So let's see if we can do this again. Facebook. We love you, Facebook, right? So, hey everyone, happy Monday. It's Anne Manera, and I don't know what happened, but apparently, I don't know, the tech gremlins are out today, right? Oh, in full force. Mercury is in retrograde, and it is acting up today. So, my apologies. So let's get this, let's get it going again. I don't know. Share this page, share this color along if you feel the need, if you would like to. Thank you, Beth Turner. Good morning. Good morning, Alexandria. Hey, Jamie. Good morning again. Heather Berger's joined us this morning. Good morning, Laurel. Hey, Lynn Miller. Good morning, Bonnie Hughes. Sorry about that, that crazy technology blip, right? So if you'd like to share this out to a coloring group, feel free. Feel free. I had shared it to a bunch of groups, but of course, you think everything's going okay, and zip, it just doesn't happen. Hey, Judy, what's going on, my friend? So let me just see if I can get this all shared out to wherever it needs to be shared and invite everyone that I invited. Let's see. Is it working, you guys? I guess it is, right? So we're just going to get going. And for those that are meant to be here, they'll be here, right? I'll give it a couple of minutes, I guess, while I get myself settled. Let's see. So this morning, we are coloring a page, once again, from Color Along Volume 11. And here's Color Along Volume 11. Let's take it out of this folder. And we're coloring a page that can also be found in Hypnotic, which I thought I was being really slick by popping in some links, right? And I guess that, you know, you try to, you know what, I think it boils down to this. I think that planning and being prepared is just basically overrated. I don't know. Does anybody else agree with that? I'm in love with my Big Variety coloring book. If you guys don't have it, add it to your wish list and order it. It's so amazing, Jamie is telling us. Yeah, Big Variety coloring book is 100 pages of a variety of pages from 50 of my coloring books. And I just popped a link on here for Hypnotic because this morning we are coloring a page that can also be found in Hypnotic, which is a complicated coloring book. And I don't know what happens to me, but I tend to gravitate towards this Hypnotic book when I am, I don't know, feeling less than great, I guess. And this page today, we are using gel pens. I've got my Pentel Sparkle Pops, and I'm also using Crayola Supertips, but I'm going to do something different with my Crayola Supertips this morning, and I am going to use them with water. So I've got this just kind of a plastic lid to a container. I hope that there is not a crack in this. Let me just make sure. No, there's not. And we're going to kind of play around with using Crayola Supertips as watercolors. And when we have coloring camp for spring coloring camp, which I think there's 48 days left to sign up for coloring camp or something crazy like that, we are going to be using gel crayons with water and using those as watercolors. So I'm going to just dive in here, and I've got a pink, I think my lighting's okay. Is my lighting okay? I'm having a lot of issues today, I think. I had problems with my camera this morning. I had problems with the camera holder. I don't know. I woke up late. I'm starting to think that maybe I should just have a do-over and just go back to bed or something. I've got some pink there. I just put the pink marker right on this container, on the lid. And then I've got a container of water with a paintbrush. And I am going to now add some water to it. And I probably needed a little bit more than that, but that's okay. And I just want it to be very light. And we need a piece of paper in the background. Where is my head? Right? What was I thinking? Hey, Bonnie Miller. So I'm going to put some back here. And then let's add a little bit more water. And let's put... let's put some more kind of a pink color here. All right, there we go. So we've got that little bit of water here, and it kind of makes like watercolors. Oh no, I have some spots. That's okay. And this book is kind of cool because you can not only color the smaller shapes that are there, but then you can go on and you can color the bigger shapes. So I'm going to color this area here as if it's one big giant section, one big giant shape. And I'm using a paintbrush and I'm using some water. And I've got my, it's kind of a pink, a light pink color. I did put a piece of paper behind this. I hope it's okay. Maybe I need another one. The way my day's going, I feel like I need like a raincoat back there. This time change is just not good. I'm not liking it. Is anybody else not liking the time change? It's just, I just don't know. It's just not it's not agreeing with me. Add a little bit more. And I'm just coloring the actual container lid, the cover, the plastic. You could use a plastic plate. You could use a ceramic plate. You could use a piece of glass if you wanted to. Add a little bit more water here. Jamie, that's an interesting comment you're making there. I love the paper that comes with the Anne's coloring book because it feels and colors amazing. It blends well with everything else and is so wonderful about it. You know, people criticize that paper, right? But you know what? It's a coloring book. It's just, that's the paper, that's the kind of paper that it's supposed to be. I mean, no one's really no one thinks of that. You don't like the time change either, Beth? I don't like it at all. At all. I don't know why I don't like it though. I mean, how about there's some states that are thinking that it'll just be the same time all the time, right? No more time change. Who lives in a state like that? I think Florida just talked about that. I don't know if Abby's with us this morning, but Abby's from Florida. And I don't know. I'm going to mix a light green and a dark green for this one. So it's making the magic is happening because the color of the marker is not sticking to this. Yesterday, Lynn asked, can you use a Sharpie on this? I don't think you can. Here's a little bit of a turquoise. So we're going to kind of make a different green by adding all these three colors here. What if we don't have super tips? What else will work? Brush markers will work. Anything that's a water-based marker will work. Now, I could pour a little bit of water in there, but I'm opting not to do it that way. And Scarlett is agreeing with me back there. What's the matter, Scarlett? Hey, I've got this section here. Let's see what happens when we put some green on this section. So you're kind of painting it, right? Now, I'm ignoring the smaller areas, the smaller shapes. Arizona doesn't change the time. Yeah, I think, is that the only state that doesn't change the time? I mean, we're all walking around saying, what's the real time, right? Isn't it funny how we're all walking around saying that? Or maybe I'm the only one that's walking around saying, am I the only one walking around saying that? Hey, how about the poor dogs and cats? They're thinking to themselves, when is my meal? Scarlett's saying, what the heck is going on back here? Judge Rock just back here. I don't know what's happening over here. What's happening over here, girls? Huh? She took your stuff? Oh, Scarlett, you're always being bullied. It's okay, honey. There's always a bully in the bunch. Taking everybody's stuff. Okay, and now I've got this lighter green to continue on. So you got to kind of keep adding to it. Hey, Karen. I knew what you meant, Beth. Stupid autocorrect, huh? Stupid autocorrect. All right, I've got this green color here. Yeah, little babies don't know the time difference either. You're right, Beth. Exactly. So it's just all kind of... I don't like that it gets... that it's not light out early enough. The sunrise isn't until like, I don't know, 7:10 or something crazy. Jamie's cracking up at Beth's humor with the autocorrect, right? Now this one's a little bit lighter because I did not put enough of the ink, right? So I'm going to add a little bit more ink now. So what do you guys think about this crazy technique? I mean, it's a little... you could also add the ink to the page and then put the marker on the page and then add some water on top of that also. A little messy, in my opinion. It seems like it buckles. I'm not sure. I think maybe a highlighter might work also. I could picture Beth's dog baking too. That would be so funny. Do you ever see those videos about with those dogs that they have the human hand? The dogs have human hands. No, the dogs have there's YouTube videos where it looks like the dog is cooking and the hands are behind the dog. Those always crack me up. All right, so I'm just going to leave that the way it is right now. Let it dry a little bit. So it's just kind of a nice variation, almost like it's stained with color. So now I'm actually going to add a darker color to it. I think I'm going to go with this kind of a salmon color. And for this one, I'm going to see if I can go on top of that. See what happens when I go on top of it. Just kind of playing around with it. You know, a lot of times the color along is all about experimenting. Experimenting with different products, experimenting with different techniques. And if you don't try it, you don't know how to do it, right? So it's good to kind of dive in. And the color along books have 2 copies of every page, just so that you can actually do that. So you can kind of play around during a live video, test it out, and maybe make mistakes, because that's the best way to learn, is to make those mistakes. And then you could go back and you could find the other page and apply what you've learned. So I'm just kind of going on top of these shapes. These kind of look like feathers to me. Now, the paper was a little bit too wet right there. I probably shouldn't have put that marker on that section. But again, experimentation. I'm just going to flip my page around. Lynn says she's using Pentel markers. I don't think I have those Pentel markers. Bonnie says, I want to stay on daylight savings time. Hey, Alexandria, the Alaskan Bush people, I know, I cannot get it. I've got to look again today. I cannot get it to stream. I also, actually, you know what else I need to do today? Or maybe tomorrow if I have more time. Because I feel like I have too many things to do today. I need to contact FiOS by telephone. And speak to a human. Is it possible anymore to speak to a human on the phone? Okay, do I have all of them? I do. Now, let's see about maybe adding some... I think it needs some purple. I think maybe some purple. Or maybe kind of an odd combination of colors, don't you think? I don't know. I feel like I've got an odd combo of colors. Maybe I'll put some yellow. ABP is Alaskan Bush people. I need more daylight earlier in the day, Bonnie. But I really don't like when it gets dark. I don't know. I'm in between. I'm in the middle. I don't like either one. How about if we have a combination of both? How about that? What if we just move the clocks back or forward only a half an hour? Boy, that would really screw things up, wouldn't it? And then this way, it would kind of be like a middle ground. It would solve the problem for everyone. I'm going to propose that. I'm going to propose that and see what we can do about that. Imagine if it was only a half an hour. We would only live on the half hours. I guess that's not possible, is it? So there's some kind of like an orangey yellow. Hey, Lisa. Maybe I need blue. Maybe a little bit of blue. This one is not a Crayola Super Tip, but rather just a Crayola marker. I'm just going to kind of go crazy with a lot of different techniques in this page. Why not? I'm just going to wear my whole wardrobe today. You know? It's like wear all your clothes at once. Every season. So I'm just putting some dots here with this Crayola. Nice fine tip on this Crayola marker. This is a thinner one. This is not a super tip. This is just a, I don't know what it's called. Just a regular Crayola marker. Hello, Shanna. And then let's add some, I guess we could add some purple, right? Maybe we could add some purple dots back here. And here. I think right here also. So just kind of playing around with all of it. I didn't really want it to look Christmassy, but it's looking Christmassy, isn't it? Because of my red and green. Don't you hate when that happens? You're coloring something and all of a sudden it starts to look like a color that maybe you don't want it to look like. Now that it's drying, it looks like not a color I wanted it to look like. Hey, good morning, Miss Melody. Good morning, Mamie. So let's break out our Pentel Sparkle Pops and see what I can do with these. I was actually coloring with these last night on another page from Hypnotic. So I think I'm going to use this blue color. And let's see what it will do with this area here. So I'm going to color this whole area. These are really nice. The glitter on them is incredible. They're very, what's the term? Juicy? Is that what they say for gel pens? You know what else I like about them? I like the actual outside of the pen. It's comfortable in the hand. It's comfortable in the hand, you know? It doesn't feel like it's too thin. It doesn't feel too heavy. It's thick enough. And it almost looks like a turquoise color, doesn't it? Next to that pink. I don't know why. But it really kind of looks almost turquoisey. Oh, so pretty, doesn't it? Looks like foil. Looks like almost like a foil. Gotta kind of keep wiping the tip of it though, because it's getting the pulp of the paper on it. Because the ink is just, the ink flows. The ink just flows out so much. Got to enjoy the quiet while it's lasting here. I'm going to flip around to this side now. Just kind of sticking with these. And sometimes when you're using a glitter pen like this, you don't need to do the whole thing. You just need to kind of use it as an accent. You know, less is more. Get rid of these comments. Did you know that each one changes a color so one pen is two colors? I did not know that, Jamie. How do you mean by that? What do you mean? Like this one right now is blue, but it looks like it's changing to a turquoise. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you saying if I mix them together? What's making this change to a different color? Like, look at that. Doesn't look like that same color right there, does it? Hey, Candy Skinner. Yeah, these are on Amazon. I guess there's other ones too. Alexandria, I thought, had the other color set or color family. The black turns to red. So will black never be black? And how does it turn? What if I just want it to be black? Who else has these pens? Does anybody else have these? I know Diana does, right, Diana? They really do make it pop, don't they? Hey, so speaking of popping, I gotta show you guys this. Let me see if I can do it. I hope I can do it. I don't know if it's coming up on the screen or not, but something's gonna come up. So I have a new book. I have a, it's not a coloring book, but it's a reference guide. And it's actually a Kindle book. And it's a reference guide that is for, so I have it on the screen right now. It's a reference guide that is for picking color palettes. And to choose what colors you want for your coloring page. And this book is either in Kindle version for only $4.99. I'm going to pop the link over here. Or you can get the paperback version, sorry about that. The paperback version for $15.99 in its full color book. So there's a link right here. I don't know if it's letting me say what it is or not. So it's the Colorist Color Palette palettes, and I just can't wait to get my paperback version of it, because I'm just really excited to see how everything looks in color. And this book is actually made up of color palettes that I created from my own artwork or my own paintings or finished coloring pages. And then it has different color families, like secondary colors that are together, or it has different colors that are grouped together that would look nice together. So as you're coloring, you can use it as a reference guide. You can download it onto your phone or to your tablet, like it's pictured in the picture that's on the screen right now, or you can get the paperback version. And when I get my paperback version, I will definitely go live with it. There's actually we're going to do a live video of actually how to use this book and use this this Kindle book. It's only $4.99 on Amazon for the color palette Kindle book, or $15.99 on Amazon for the paperback book, which I actually kind of thought wasn't a bad deal, because it's in full color. Let me flip back over to my coloring page, but it's in full color. So I just thought that was, I was really hesitant about doing it as a paperback version, because I honestly thought I was going to have to charge $30 for it. And if I did that, I wasn't going to do it. But I was pleased that I could get the Kindle version to retail for only $4.99. So it's a nice reference book to have, and it's kind of a nice tool to use. And it's one of many different coloring tool books that I'll be coming out with. So this was just kind of like the first. I've been working on this color palette book for a while, months actually, and the color palettes that are in there actually began with the coloring memberships that I have. Every month, everyone gets a color palette that's on there. Anne needs to be the Artist of the Year. Wow, you are amazing, Jamie is saying. Oh my goodness, I didn't really want to read that out loud. For all the books you keep coming up with, they just keep getting good, better and better. Love them all. It's so exciting. You have done such a wonderful job. Thank you, Jamie. Actually, I will have been doing coloring books coming up at the end of April for 4 years. And I am working on some sort of I don't know, some sort of celebration, I guess. I mean, coloring camp will be kind of our celebration, I guess. So that would be a good celebration. But I want to work on some other sort of, I don't know, how many have like different coloring events or something. So I need to get in touch with some of my other coloring book artist friends and see if they want to join me on some sort of coloring event, kind of celebration, tribute to the colorists or something. You know, we've got to thank all the people that support all the books too. That's more important. But thank you, I appreciate that, Jamie. A day without Anne's books is a day without sunshine. Oh, Mary Ann. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Judy. Well, this color palette book, you know what? I'm really excited about this color palette book because I've been working on it for a while and I really haven't said anything about it. And because sometimes I don't really like to speak up about what I'm working on until it's close to when I'm working on it. Close to when it's going to be released. Because then the pressure hits, you know? The pressure starts to get like, oh my God, there's now this pressure about this book. So I want to I make the announcement closer to when it's ready to come out and not have to sweat over it, you know? But what the part that really is making me the most excited about it is that the print version. The print version is going to have these color palettes, and it will be the very first time ever that my paintings have made it to a book. So that's what I'm really excited about, more than anything, right? Alexandra's giving me a hard time with the orange dollar escalator. It's okay. My orange escalator dollar. So I'm really excited to have a book with my paintings in it. I thought that would be kind of cool. So even if you're not using it as a reference guide, it's if you're interested. I mean, a lot of people watch me paint live on Facebook. I painted yesterday live for a little while. I actually painted live on YouTube yesterday, and then I tried to paint live on Instagram yesterday afternoon, which was an absolute disaster. It did not work out too well. And then a lot of people will say, "Oh, I really want that painting, but I really can't afford it." And this color palette book actually is an opportunity to get 52 paintings. There's 52 color palettes. I'm sorry, 30 paintings. 30 paintings are in the book. 30 color palettes. There's 52 or 56. We know I'm not good with math, right, Bonnie Miller? You know what's funny is I put that there was 90 days until coloring camp, and someone commented, and I'm like, I think you're really way off on that. And they were. It was only 51. But you know what I thought to myself afterwards? Hey, you know what? Certainly got people's attention with my error in calculating the number of days, right? I have a Jelly Roll pen in my stash here. It's this glittery melon color. So let's see what happens if we add this to our stash. Almost like a gold brownish color. So it's kind of cool to have that book with all of those paintings in it. So that's the part that I'm excited about. So, well, thank you, Jamie. You think they're very inspirational? I don't know. I try to be inspirational. You got to kind of, you know, push yourself to what is it? Fake it till you make it? Is that what it is? Kind of just try to, I don't know, try to inspire. So what's everyone coloring lately? Anybody coloring anything good? Any good contests? I did see a good giveaway with Artix. What is the name of that? With Jennifer Zimmerman. Jennifer Zimmerman's partnered up with Alcohol Markers by Artix company, Art Spy. And you can go to Instagram and you can follow her. And they're doing a giveaway on an 80-pack of markers. So check out them. Check out Jennifer Zimmerman and follow what you need to follow. What's wrong, Scarlett? Coloring camp is getting closer, I'll tell you. And I was thinking about coloring camp this morning, and I was thinking about how the week before coloring camp, we do not have any videos, any live videos scheduled, any color-alongs. And I'm going to leave it like that because I really need to get situated with the preparation of it all. And we'll probably do a different type of live, but I don't have a formally scheduled color along on that week, nor do I have one on the week after because we're going to kind of take a little bit of a break from between camp and the next book and when Color Along Volume 12 begins on May 13th. But coloring camp is getting closer. It's going to be very exciting. So if you purchased your coloring, if you purchased the coloring camp book, just make sure that you either message me or email me with your proof of purchase so I can add you to the group. I feel like I'm using like every color that is so weird. Like that they don't really belong together. Sherry West is having a coloring contest. What's her, this is a highlighter I'm going to use on this one. What's her color, what's the giveaway? You know what I noticed is this gel pen that I use, this Sparkle Pop, is getting darker. Is that normal? Paisley, what are you chewing? Sit down, P. Sit down, Paisley. Is it supposed to get darker? I guess maybe it is, right? Starting to change colors. And I just saw that Bonnie had mentioned that when you use them on black paper. Who colors on, oh, well, I was going to say, who colors on black paper? Well, I have a couple of coloring books that have black paper, so where's my head, right? Kind of a weird color combination on this page. But I thought it would be kind of fun just to kind of play around with some different colors. This looks like it's screaming green to me. Bonnie, are you feeling any better? I know that Bonnie had the flu, right, Bonnie? Bonnie Hughes has been sick too. The new book, Volume 12, in Spring Camp is on my list next to buy. Lisa's coloring Celtic pictures. Oh, how cool. I ordered my my camp book and my Color Along Volume 12 book, and they should be here this week, I believe. As soon as they're here this week, I'll do a live video and flip through each of them, and we can chat about them. But you have time. We start camp on April 28th, so as long as you sign up in time to get in the group, get your book. So I kind of do a cutoff date of April 20th. But realistically, if you could get your book overnight, then you could sign up the night before. Now look at this. It doesn't even look like green to me. This looks like a turquoise color. You know, I like these pens, but I'm kind of a little disappointed that it's not coloring the color of what's on the pen. Does anybody else feel that about these? Or do they just feel like they're just great no matter what they do? You know? I mean, could they just like, I don't know. My mom has the flu, Jamie's saying, for 5 days I've been caring for her, and it was a long weekend. Yeah, the flu lasts a long time. I had that flu for, oh my God. I would say by the time I completely felt better, it was probably 27 days, because I remember all of January. I remember coloring camp January 20th and thinking to myself, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know how I'm going to do coloring camp if I have the flu. Because I didn't think I was going to make it through. But I remember that first week of coloring camp, the first few days of coloring camp, how much I was really coughing. Lasted a long time. Oh, never fails, right, Scarlett? Someone's going to bother us with noise. I guess I'll color this section here. Hey, it's okay. Come here. Come here. Lisa doesn't like the surprise ink either. I don't like it. I don't like the surprise ink either. Yeah, for camp, you just have to get purchase the book and send me an email or a message, and that's how I let you into the group. Oh my goodness, Scarlett. What do you think of my color combination? Does it seem like a 6-year-old just colored this? Kind of. A little bit, doesn't it? It's like, what colors am I going to use next? But I just wanted to kind of experiment with those markers too. And just kind of experiment with the different mediums. Scarlett, you know, that whoever's out there is just out there. Come over here so I can talk to you. Come here. Come on. Sit down. Sit. It's going to be okay. Okay? Hey, Judy, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks, my friend. The colors disappointed me at first, Diana is saying, but then I got over it. Love it, Diana. She was like, I wasn't too happy with them. It's like, at first I tried that food and I hated it and I didn't like the taste of it. And then it grew on me and I liked it. Right? It's kind of like that. It's kind of like food. It's like, at first I didn't like the taste of chicken livers. And then I just kept trying them and I loved them. I really don't like chicken livers at all. The sparkle pops are good to make something pop in a picture like silver or silver jewelry or yellow for the middle of flowers. I agree with you, Jamie. It's a good accent pen, right? So even the way I'm using them right now isn't really accenting it, but I just kind of want to see what happens with the ink as it flows around. Scarlett, stay where you are and just sit down. Sit, 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 sit. Bonnie says I had the flu, strep throat, and then pneumonia. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're getting better, Bonnie. I bet when you were in the thick of it all, you were probably saying to yourself, I'm never going to have those words come out of my mouth. I'll never be saying I'm actually slowly getting better. Because it gets to the point where you're like, oh my God, what is going on? All right, so let's see. We've got this color. What other color should I add here? I think I'm going to add just markers next. I think I'm done with my glitterliness. Lisa, I'm with you. I don't like the pen surprising me. I don't like them either. I don't like them surprising me either. I don't know if I'm going to get over it, Diana. I don't know if I'm actually going to like it. I don't know if I can like it. I just can't like it. Do you ever have a kid say that? I can't like it. I just can't like this food. Here's a pinkish color. This is actually the same pink that I used in the middle when I added the water. So I thought it would be kind of a good rhythm to create with my eye. As we add the pink to this section here. Yeah, I don't know if I can like it. I like it. It's okay, but I don't like the surprise. But these would be a good one to swatch, right? Thank you, Jamie. It's not really looking amazing, but that's very kind of you to say. I'm thinking it looks like maybe a little kid colored it. Or maybe someone that was having a bad day. Maybe this just kind of represents, I don't know, the technology of today. The technology blip of today. Waking up late. What else has happened to me today that's been crazy? You know, do you ever have those days where you're just like, should I go back to bed and start over? It does kind of look like Southwestern colors. I think you're right, Bonnie. You know why, too? Because of these things that look like feathers. So I'm not really working on any more books right now. Can you believe it? I'm like in book limbo. And the last time I was in book limbo, in between books, was only a few weeks ago. And I was actually chatting with Deborah Muller from Chubby Mermaid. And she's telling me that she was working on books. And I said, I'm actually not working on anything. She's like, what do you mean? I said, I know, it's crazy. I'm not working on anything at all right now. And I don't know what happened with that conversation with her, but it really inspired me. And all of a sudden, I had like a few books that came out. I did Peaceful Evening. I don't know what else happened. Maybe Simple Cat Angels and Simple Dog Angels came out. So maybe I need to get in touch with her so I can be inspired again. I know she's got 3 books coming out this week, I think. So that's pretty cool. And then, so I've just been working on, updating the descriptions of my books on Amazon. And if you go take a look, I mean, check it out, actually. Let me know what you think about it. Go to Amazon and take a look at my Dog Angels book. I'm going to pop the link, actually, because that's the one that was like the first one I did. And I'm changing the way the descriptions look. So let me see if I can get a link in here. Take a look at this and let me know what you think, because I've got 183 some odd books, right? To go in and update these listings, and I've been sitting in front of the computer for hours. Here's the link for Dog Angels, but it's not giving me the picture. Why not? I'm gonna put a little description. Right, Scarlett? I can't talk and type at the same time. All right, so take a look at Dog Angels and let me know what you think of this updated description on Amazon, because I've been going in and I've been rewriting my descriptions, and they've got some headings. And I know Alexandria took a look at them, and a couple other people took a look at them, and they were like, oh my God, night and day in the way these descriptions look. So I'm kind of sitting at the computer for hours lately, copy and paste, running Microsoft Word, a spreadsheet, the dashboard for my books through Amazon, keeping Amazon open on another browser. It's just crazy. So it's just been kind of crazy with all of the ways that it needs to be done, you know. I feel like I need to add some sort of like rust color in here, keeping with the, yeah, this is a brown color. So I'm chipping away at it. So I'm hoping that all of them will get done by the end of March. Because I've only been doing like maybe 4 to 6 books a day. My dogs don't like it when I'm doing that little project for some reason. They keep making me get up, and then I have to stop. So I'm going to continue on with those book listings, but I mean, so far people are saying, wow, that really makes a difference. And it gives it more of a, I don't know what it gives it, more of a, someone made a comment when they looked at it and they said, boy, it makes you look legit. I'm like, well, I didn't know that I was looking fake. Didn't know my books were looking so fake. Paisley's back there thinking, is anyone going to pay attention to me? Paisley, I can hear you, you know. Everyone can hear you. Making that crazy moaning and groaning noise. I know. Pretty bad, huh? I know, we need to send Bonnie some chicken soup. I had chicken soup for supper last night. I made chicken soup the other day. I make chicken soup once a week. Can I ship you chicken soup, Bonnie? Is that possible? Can you ship soup? Maybe if it's frozen? I think I need to let Paisley outside. Let me let Paisley outside right back. You must be doing something to spark Amazon. I keep getting suggestions to buy your books. Interesting, Lynn. I'm going to address that comment because I have a theory. I have a theory, Lynn. I want to talk about it. But let me let Paisley out first. So I have this crazy theory about selling books, when you self-publish books, selling coloring books or whatnot. And this is my theory. My theory is that the more activity a book sees on Amazon, thank you, Jamie. The more activity a book sees on Amazon, whether it means that someone visits the link for it on Amazon, buys it, obviously, puts it on their wish list, or pops it in their shopping cart and then maybe doesn't necessarily purchase it, but it's in their cart. We all have things like that, right? I'm going to stop doing that because I'm going to accidentally hit the button and my shopping cart's going to have like $400 worth of stuff in it, and it's going to be shipped to somebody that's watching today because they've purchased a book from me. That would be crazy. It's like I'll buy something crazy and have it shipped to the wrong person. Anyway, my theory is that the more activity that the book gets on Amazon, whether it's purchased in a shopping cart, added to someone's wish list, then the more books that will sell. But I also think that the more activity a book gets in the back end part of it. So when I go into my account and I publish a book, I can go back in and I can update my listing, update my book's descriptions, interior, cover. I can make changes to everything, to the price. And I think that the more activity a book has in the Amazon account, maybe I'm wrong, then the more books that sell. So I've been playing with that. Hey, if I have to just go in and update my listings every single day, even if it's one word. Yeah, I know I could make a shopping list, right? That would be the smart thing to do, Heather. I know. I should do that. I'm going to add some green dots here because I just feel like it needs some green dots up here. I don't know why. So that's my theory, is that the more activity it has. So maybe that's what's happening, Lynn. That you're getting a lot of ads, because I get a lot of ads too now saying that people should buy my books. Plus, you can go on Amazon and you can follow me on Amazon. There's a little button you can click. If you click on my name, you can go to my author page, and then you can click follow. And then every time I come out with a new book, you'll get an email. So that's the other thing that happens. So that's my theory. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. I don't know if it's just all in my head and I'm just kind of faking it, or not faking, or I'm just kind of fooling myself. But I think that the more I update my listings, update my book descriptions, which I've been in my account a lot lately, updating every single day, then the more books will sell. Because since I've been doing this and trying to work out my theory, I actually have been selling some books that just hadn't sold in a very, very long time. So that's my theory. They don't know that I buy most of your books in PDF version. No, they don't know that. That you're not contributing, you're not helping you're not pushing it up. But they do know. Yeah, they don't know that, Lynn, but so that's an interesting part of the interesting twist to the theory, is that you buy most of my books in PDF, but are you looking at my books on Amazon? Maybe that's why. Yeah, because the PDF version sale is not at all connected to the Amazon book sale on Amazon. Does that make sense? You guys are getting like self-publishing information 101 here. Looks like I forgot an area right there. I don't know how that happened. Let's make it this bluish color, because I've given up on my brush. I don't know why. This is just an oddball thing right here. Okay. Let's see what else I missed on here. Did I miss anything on here? I think when you're following someone, Heather's saying they have new books, it tends to pop up more often. Maybe. That could be. Lynn's saying, I do look at some of your books. I buy your camp shirts. I buy a lot of coloring supplies. Maybe that could be what it is. I don't know. The camp shirts. I was thinking about putting more t-shirts on Amazon, but I'm not really sure what should be on the t-shirts. I have some t-shirts in addition to the camp t-shirts, but my t-shirts really do not sell very much. So I don't know. Do people buy t-shirts the way they used to? Are you t-shirt people? I don't know. Are you a t-shirt person? Hey, I'm going to check the doggies. It is really melting out there. My goodness. It feels like it's 50 degrees. Put a little bit of blue right here. See? You have to walk away from it sometimes, so then you can figure out, hey, what did I actually miss? Put a little bit of blue here and here and here. Not bad. Looks a little messy to me, but why not? You know, you can't be perfect every single time. So this is my finished version of this page. So let's see what we're coloring on Wednesday. Where is my paper? There we go. we have, let's see what we've got. My official paper. All right, we already did, we did that one, Impressionism. That was cool, right? What do you guys think of Impressionism? That was one of my favorites. Colored with markers, and Lisa Ackroyd joined us that day. We cracked up. And then we just did this one, which is just 5 colors. On Wednesday the 13th, we're doing a page from Comforting Mandalas, which is a grief healing coloring book, which is one of my favorite coloring books because of the styles of the mandalas that are in it. And we'll be coloring with gel pens. And I'll use a variety of gel pens on that day just to kind of make it really, really pop. I have several different brands. I have Gel Writer Smooth. I have Hue New, which is really an interesting set of gel pens for the price. You'll be surprised when you see that. And then next Monday, we'll have a PDF packet emailed to all the people who own Color Along Volume 11, and it'll also be available for sale on my website. And this will be the Andy Warhol style, and we've got these 6 mandalas, and we're going to take a look at some Andy Warhol paintings because he did a lot of things that were in groupings like that. And then next Wednesday, we've got watercolor pencils coming up with this Never Give Up page. And then as we move along, as we get towards the end of March, we've got Creating Texture, glitter gel pens. We're going back to gel pens with this page from Dazzling Mandalas. And then on the 1st, I have Jennifer Baker joining me as my co-host, actually. I don't know what we're going to chat about, but we'll have to figure something out. And we're just going to use colored pencils on that day. We've got mixed media coming up here with a page from A Bug's View. And then on this one, we're going to add some doodles, which is on April 8th. Can you believe April? Crayons, we're going to deal with crayons with a page from Doggy Mosaic with that Great Dane page on April 10th. Going to dive into woodless colored pencils on the 15th of April with a page from a medley of mandalas, which is also in the Happy Easter book. And this page with the black background is monochromatic. That will be the last day of a Color Along from Color Along Volume 11. So Color Along Volume 11, we actually have 11 Color Alongs coming up left for this book before we finish it up. So before we end today, let's take a look at what we've done so far because it's always kind of fun to just kind of see what we've done. This was the one we did last Wednesday where we colored with markers and I used a lot of different dots. This page is from Scarlett's View, which is from my dog Scarlett's book. And we used this one here for Impressionism. This was a lot of fun. I used Sperrfarben oil-based colored pencils on this one. Here's one from today. We can pull out my protection page. Getting the hiccups. Oil pastels for this one. This one was a lot of fun. I love using oil pastels. Saw some really, really nice coloring pages that came out from this one. Here's one that we did all about pointillism using dots. This is a page from Cupid's View. This will be coming up from A Flower's View. When are we doing that one? Oh, this is the one that we're going to do colored pencils. This one was cool. This was fresco. And this one we used oil pastels and colored pencils. And we talked about different types of painting from the Renaissance. And used that technique. Take away my protection page. Chalk pastels. Oh, love chalk pastels on a grayscale illustration page. Let's see what else we've done. Stained glass technique, where we used crayon and a blending oil, and it kind of looked like stained glass. Here's the one that we're going to use for the Andy Warhol one. What else did we do so far? Well, we did this page, which is from Simple Little Angels, which is my featured book of the day today, Simple Little Angels. If you haven't checked that out on my Facebook page. Every day, I do a little what's happening for the day. What do you guys think about this? Should I continue doing the what's happening every day? I do what's happening, and I do, I feature a book, and I feature a journal every day. So today's featured book is Simple Little Angels, and I'm not sure if I even remember what the journal is. Do you know? Jamie read it. Jamie, you read the comment, and you read my post, and you commented. Do you remember what the featured journal was today, Jamie? This one is Mondrian, Piet Mondrian. We colored with primary colors only, and we added some black. And then I think that's all we've done so far, right? Yeah, that's all we've done so far. So check out Color Along Volume 11. If you still want to purchase it, you could still keep doing the loop. Okay, Jamie. If you still want to purchase this book, you can certainly do so without having to, even though we're halfway through. And you can always watch the replays of all of the different color alongs. Love the daily stuff. All right, cool. So, and it's funny because I can't remember what I can't remember what the journal is either. Let me look. I have to look now. Because now I'm thinking, what the heck is the journal? It's going to drive me crazy. What's today? The 11th? Oh, today's journal is My Family Recipes. My Family Recipes is a journal. I like you doing the features of your books. Oh, thank you. Bonnie likes it too. All right, the featured journal is My Family Recipes. My Family Recipes is a journal for you to write down your family's recipes. I'm popping a link right here. And then let's pop a link to Simple Little Angels. Simple Little Angels, when I drew this book, this Simple Little Angels book came from a painting that I had done long ago. And pop that. Definitely do the What's Happening. Okay, thank you, Diana. So there's a link to Simple Little Angels. That one, that little angel was a painting that I had done with some kids. And I decided to turn that into a coloring book, and every angel in that book is wearing a different dress. And it's really a big space to color. It's great for kids. A lot of people buy this book for their kids. It's great for someone that is having maybe vision problems or dexterity issues or even memory issues. Because when you go from one page to the next, then you can see the same angel, but she's just wearing a little bit different. I want to show you a sneak peek of the inside of that book, that cookbook, family recipe journal. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it now. Maybe I can't find it, but I know it's somewhere. Oh, wait a minute, here it is. All right, I'm going to see if I can actually share this with you. I don't know. Can I share a picture? No. All right, never mind. I can't. Bonnie's saying I was coloring in your mom's recipe book last night. Oh, how cool. My mom. I actually have another book called My Mom's Recipes, Jamie. And in My Mom's Recipes, I'll pop the link for you so you can see it. My Mom's Recipes coloring book. It's a coloring cookbook. And it is recipes that... It's my mom's book, actually. It's recipes that she has cooked with for decades, and it's recipes that she's cooked with for decades, and it's weird how some of these come up with the picture and some of them just do not. Isn't that crazy? I think I need to stay away from the computer today. Yeah, so My Mom's Recipes is a cookbook, and it has recipes in it. There's 30 recipes. So My Family Recipes is the book that has My Family Recipes is the one that has... I'm looking for My Mom's Recipes, and I don't even have a copy of it. Nope, I don't have a copy of it. My Family Recipes is for you to write down your own recipes. My Mom's Recipes coloring cookbook is recipes from my mom. And it's a coloring book. Anyway, thanks for joining me this morning, and I'll be back on Wednesday for another live color along at 10 a.m. as we color that page from Comforting Mandalas, also in Color Along Volume 11 with gel pens. So have a great day, everyone. Bonnie, I can't believe you almost had 4 feet of snow in your backyard. I was seeing how much snow you have, and I kept meaning to comment, and I couldn't. Just in shock. All right, everyone. Have a great day.